Ken's gonna be rolling up in his electric wheelchair against Rachel, the Rookie of the Year contender. Big time!
What the?
Team action!
Are they
What's going on?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh.
And now
Oh
for the
my
chance to
God.
win the game.
We can confirm this.
Yes. Ken.
Oh my
It all
gosh.
comes down to
I
this.
mean, come on, guys. Let's be real here, okay? We're the future of this league, and everybody knows it. Now, where's the belt?
Okay.
They did hold it for a while.
Well, there you have it. Team Action is back.
Assholes.
And this-
We're Mike Tyson 1996. We don't even have to bite your ear off, okay? We are going to beat you clean, plain, and simple with movie trivia.
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff.
I'm getting that like Mark Ellis is out, but his jacket is here. I can barely fit into it, but I'm trying, Dad. I'm trying.
Well, we had nachos today. What can you do? Listen, this is a big, big thing to happen here today.
Yeah.
It really is. You look at this crew here. We've got the late to the party crew, and maybe some people watching go, oh, "Who's that?" I'm going to tell you. Late to the party. Ken, one of the big things that happened here during this Schmoedown, fans started to do reactions. There were tons of fans that got so invested in the Schmoedown, they began to react to the videos, and they watched, and they said, I saw a lot of these, and I was really impressed with a lot of them. I was really impressed by Late to the Party. Not only were they invested and knew what was going on with the rules, but they started to answer questions right. And they weren't Googling the answers. They were legitimately answering them right there. And you saw them, the dynamic that they had. They got what the game was. They got what we were doing here. And it made me reach out. And I said to them, how would you guys like to play in the actual league? But first, before we did that, they came to the free-for-all. They met everybody. We found out they were a bunch of crazies, and we invited them to participate.
We kind of shook them down, vetted them.
Yeah.
It's all right. It is truly a Cinderella story, Christian. It's like me when I go to Del Taco and they put an extra burrito in that I didn't pay for. Sometimes life just gives you opportunities.
It is, and it's like, but they have a lot on their shoulders here because they are representing the fans. The first time fans have come in to play in the league, in actual league play, and they don't have an easy task. They're going up against a team that you're very familiar with in Team Action.
Team Action, we defeated them. We being the Nerds Watch, but
Barely.
it was barely, and we left a lot of blood on the tracks. I have no doubt that Ben and Andrew absolutely are rising stars in this league, and this might be a loss, Christian, today by Team Action. That sets them back.
We're going to see. I mean, look, they certainly don't want. They've been talking a lot. They've been talking smack on Twitter. And to listen, to the credit of Late to the Party, they're firing right back. They're not intimidated. They've been going right back and forth, both Robert and Vanessa going after them. But we can stop talking about it. We're just going to show you some stuff right now.
We're back.
We never left.
We've been living here for the last month practicing.
Look, I study like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes ever on trivia. I'm just kidding. I don't study. We've got all the cards we need. Are you kidding me?
Studyings are for nerds. And speaking of nerds, that last match was utter BS.
Look, I read on InfoWars that fucking thing was rigged, okay? The commissioner obviously pulled some strings.
Yeah, him and Ken and their brunch dates.
Hello there.
I'm Robert.
I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and we are at the Schmoedown at Collider.
I'm so excited. I'm just bursting at the seams. You have no idea.
Yeah, this definitely is unprecedented. When Vanessa and I started doing reactions to trailers and reviews and the Schmoedown, we never thought that we would be here at Collider giving our efforts and our trivia knowledge, which is frightening as well.
We're very, very honored to be here today for this charity event.
Yeah, we're very honored to be here.
These lucky fans wanted an opportunity to compete against two of the greatest competitors in the league.
And it's a very fair charity raising money for hair dye and wheelchairs for the schmoes. You know, it's an important
Christian
cause.
I feel like Mark Wahlberg in Rockstar, stand up and shout, getting pulled from the fans up onto the stage to carry on the name of Collider. And it is remarkable, again, that we are in this situation.
I can't wait to get in the ring.
Who are we playing against?
I don't know. Do you actually think I prepare for this sort of thing? We come in, we win, as long as the matches are not rigged.
I heard they bring couches. Is there a couch involved?
Oh yeah, they're gonna react to us.
Oh, you guys are going to watch us beat you and then react to it. That sounds great. All in the name of charity, of course.
Team Action? Who are these guys? They think they're big, tough dudes? Well, wait and see, okay?
We know that you may have a couple lucky breaks. Actually, the lucky breaks is more Andrew Guy. But, Ben, we know where the weak link is, and we are coming for it.
A loss to late to the party?
Well, there you go. You see Team Action. As we know, that despicable duo, they're back, and they're talking a lot of science, calling late to the party amateur hour and saying they don't understand why that they're here in the first place and taking the shots. But like I said, late to the party firing right back, giving them some slack for missing Thunder Lips. That was one they brought back. I think that if they heard that, they'd probably cringe a little bit remembering that painful moment.
Right.
So it's starting to be a very anticipated match.
This could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity turned into a career. You don't know.
We're going to find out. Why don't you go ahead and give me a tale of the tape?
Yeah, absolutely. I was interviewing everyone before in the bathroom, which was odd for some of them. But Team Action has a lot of strengths. Action movies, of course, we know. 90s movies and rom-coms, which those cute faces, I guess it makes perfect sense. They're like a Gerard Butler come to life. And, of course, laughing at nerds is another strength that they do really well. Late to the party, Robert and Vanessa, their skills include Star Wars. That's good. I respect that. Disney movies, also waiting in line at Disneyland, and Christopher Nolan movies, and being late, it's not just a brand, it's a way of life.
All right. Ken, I'm ready to go. You ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing fans everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, Vanessa, Rob, late to the party!
I like it. They're in it.
Look at that. There's the Landa.
I like it.
And you got Tim and Ashley coming out with them. The whole Late to the Party crew is here. They're having a good time. They're just soaking it up. They're soaking it up.
They're not just here on a dream, Christian. Looks like they do have a goal.
No, and what I love is that I didn't have to tell them the rules. I don't have to tell them where to sit. They've seen the show a billion times. It's perfect. And their opponents, representing the Popcorn Talk Network, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, Drew and Ben, Team Action! What's this now?
Okay.
They got their chairs? What are they doing? Bringing out chairs. Okay, this is, well, I don't know. There's a computer with them too. They're sitting, oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, they're high-fiving. They're high-fiving. Now,
I think.
What's next? Oh, they're reacting. They're reacting. They're reacting. Oh, they're really poking at him, huh? Oh, they're making, and look, and you got now he's making a little fun too. Team Action really throwing it out.
I'll tell you what.
It's good reaction there too. And now are they gonna shake the hands of their competitors? We don't know.
It's pretty
sit
serious
right next to them.
there.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so Ben and Drew are there. We've got Rob and Vanessa are ready to go. Ken, that was a good intros by both teams.
That was solid. I really, really enjoyed. As much as I hate to admit it, I enjoyed what Team Action did there. As a guy who they would have picked on in high school, I'm a little grumpy about it, but it's good.
The fact that you had to cheer for that.
Yeah,
it was
but it's funny.
It was
very
funny.
I give them that.
I think they're winded though from carrying those chairs out. Those chairs look heavy. All right, so let's get ready to go here. Round number 1 works like this. The competitors are going to get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece. They're going to write it on their whiteboard. When it is time for them to be called out, they're going to reveal their answer to the camera and say it at the same time. They will have 15 seconds to answer. They have the JTE rule. 3 times they can have to repeat a question. There's a challenge rule. They'll be able to use 1 challenge per match, and if it is overturned, then they will keep their challenge. If it is not overturned, they lose the challenge. All right, Ben, Drew, are you guys ready to go?
You know, Christian, we just wanted to thank you so much for inviting us to do this.
Sure.
We're really proud to be a part of the first charity match here in the Schmoedown.
Charity
We
match. Right, okay.
we don't really get to do a lot of charity, and congratulations for winning the sweepstakes, guys. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's impressive.
You guys
to be
caller
here.
25, or how exactly does that work?
Well, man.
Remember, you'll probably still have to pay taxes on your winnings.
Just like that. The fans are booing.
Wow.
Just like that. Okay.
Got some heat going on.
Did you bring your family?
The radio station?
All right, here we go. So, okay.
Is that your mom?
Rob, Vanessa, you guys good to go?
I think we're ready.
Ask your questions. We are not afraid.
All right, then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, round number 1. Here we go. In the category of animated, Cinderella had 1 wicked stepmother. How many jealous stepsisters did she have?
Do you have any jealousy in your life?
In my life?
Yeah.
Not currently.
Oh, I'm jealous of you.
Well, you just blew your own chance. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben.
I'm going to say 3.
That's incorrect. Vanessa.
2.
Correct. Andrew.
2.
Correct. And Robert.
The answer is 2.
There you go.
All
All right.
right.
So late to the party taking
An
their
early
first
lead.
lead.
An
2-1.
early lead.
All right.
Question 2, category is drama. What acclaimed actress played ex-Marine teacher Luann Johnson in the hit film Dangerous Minds?
Don't ask me about the Johnson.
No, but true fact about me, I didn't go to school.
That's definitely
At
not
all.
true. You're an educated man.
Not really. I eat paper.
That I believe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Vanessa.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Correct for 1 point. Drew.
Diane Lane?
Incorrect. Robert.
What?
Robert.
Living the gangster paradise, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Ben.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so still late to the party.
4-2.
Keeping their lead here, 4-2. All right, next question in action adventure. Who starred as an ex-intelligence officer, Sam, in the 1998 crime thriller Ronin?
Christian, I get a lot of flack for not seeing movies. I've seen this movie.
Have you seen this
I've seen
movie?
this
It's
movie.
a great car chase.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drew.
Robert De Niro.
Correct. Robert.
Bobby D.
Correct.
Correct.
Your name is Ben.
Robert De Niro.
Correct. Vanessa.
I guessed Kevin Costner.
Incorrect. All right, so late to the party. That first miss.
Still lead,
That's pretty
still
pretty
lead.
good, though. The 5-4 here, action catching up.
Next
All right.
question, category new releases. What was the name of the demigod played by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, in the Disney hit Moana?
I'm surprised that Dwayne Johnson didn't play Moana.
He could have.
He
He's
could have
got
played
that
anybody.
much
He could have been like
charisma.
an Eddie Murphy.
Right,
5,
right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Robert.
Maui, you're welcome.
That is correct. Ben.
I said Moana.
That's incorrect.
Okay.
Vanessa.
Maui.
Correct.
All right.
And Drew.
I wrote Co.
Incorrect. Wow.
Okay.
So late to the party now, showing their strength in
Early lead.
animation.
Early lead.
All right, so pretty good. Late to the party with a 3-point lead here. All right, famous directors. Who directed and had a supporting role as producer Fred Friendly, the 2005 critically acclaimed drama Good Night and Good Luck? I read that well.
Right. You did read
I
that
did,
well.
right?
My mom still calls and says that to me every night.
Good night and good luck.
Yeah.
But she doesn't mean it anymore. 3,
That even hurt me.
sorry, 2, 1. Pens down. Ben.
George Clooney.
Correct. Vanessa.
Nothing.
Okay. Drew.
It's Cusack. I got it wrong.
Robert.
Batman himself, George Clooney.
Robert has
All
not
right.
missed.
Not missed.
8-5. 8-5.
All right.
Here we go.
Next question.
Nice work, Daniel. Really good work.
Thank you. Appreciate that,
Crushing it,
Brad.
man.
Comes in the category of comedy. Who starred as the freshly dumped Hawaii-bound Peter Bretter in Forgetting Sarah Marshall? I get dumped often, Christian.
I don't think you give yourself enough opportunity to get them.
That's probably true, too.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Hawaii.
Lonely.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Vanessa.
Steven Seagal.
That's incorrect. Drew.
Jason Segel.
Correct.
Correct.
Robert.
Ominous tones, Jason Segel.
Correct. Ben?
Jason Segel.
Correct. And Action getting a little bit of a jump here, but it's still 9-7. Robert is on fire.
Rob has not missed.
All right, here we go. Next category of fantasy sci-fi. What actress plays Pandora resident Neytiri, the Na'vi who falls in love with Jake Sully in Avatar?
You know, I once painted myself all blue.
When was this, 3 minutes ago before you got set?
I was at a party.
Oh, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drew.
Zoe Saldana.
Correct. Robert.
Mama Smurf herself, Zoe Saldana.
Correct. Ben.
Zoe Saldana.
Vanessa.
Zoe Saldana.
Correct. All right, there you go. Look at that.
11-9. That's
11-9. So
Come
your
to the final
final question here.
That's my birthday.
And Robert has not missed.
Robert has not missed.
Final question. Category is horror
Who's
thriller.
Robert?
Huh?
I don't know.
The one kicking your ass.
Makes
there was
sense.
that.
Yeah.
There was that.
That's good.
All right,
That was
final
good.
question. Category is horror thriller. A creepy nun and what other popular childhood terror are featured in The Conjuring 2?
Interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert.
Crooked Man?
Correct. Ben.
A clown.
Incorrect. Vanessa.
The Crooked Man. Thanks, Collider Nightmares.
Correct. And Drew.
I wrote a porcelain doll.
That's incorrect, but the debut of Robert, he got all 8 extra points. He's going to have one chance to get an extra point
Clapping
here.
for.
High score, did I win?
All right, so because Robert hit all 8, he gets an extra question. If he gets this right, it is 1 more point. All right, here we go, Robert, for your extra point. Which actor plays the conniving Eric Gordon in Billy Madison?
Bradley Whitford.
For 1 more point.
Look
Wow!
at that, Christian.
Wow! What a debut by Robert. That's something that we haven't seen since the likes of William Bibiani coming here in the first round and doing that. That's very impressive here. What a debut here by the rookie. All right, let's go into round number 2. Here we go. Round number 2, it's going to work like this. The wheel is going to come out, and the teams will spin. If they land on anything that they don't like the first time around, they can spin again only once. Then they are forced to take that second category. And if it lands on opponent's choice, then they have to choose that. It is worth 2 points apiece, unless, of course, they go to multiple choice. Then it's worth 1 point. You can steal in this round. Late to the party, you have a commanding lead right now. Would you guys like to go first or second?
Oh, we're gonna go first.
You're going to go first. All right. Give it a good spin, please, Vanessa. Good spin here. You've
Putting
seen
pressure on team action here.
it. There's a good spin.
We'll
All
accept
right,
that
that's a good-
spin.
I like that spin.
Spin is in. Spin is
And
in.
it's going to land on Action Adventure. What are you going to do there?
There's
Here's
some
an
strategy
interesting
here,
strategy
Christian.
here.
They could
What
take
do
it
they
off
do?
the board, but if they miss,
But if
Action
they
could
miss,
still.
Action could jump in on it. That is the question right now. I need a decision in 5, 4.
We're going to do it again.
You're going
They're
to do it
gonna
again.
spin again,
Spin
okay.
it again. All right.
We're changing it up.
Changing it up. All right. So
Oh,
Robert's going to
okay,
spin now. All
okay.
right. All right.
Oh,
What, she didn't spin well enough for you?
The whim of a madman.
And there's the spin, and it's going to land on Westerns.
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 Okay.
Did they want that? I don't know if they wanted that. That might have been good.
You should have stuck with the first!
Well, we don't know. Maybe, who knows? We don't know enough about them to say whether or not they're going to be good or bad.
all right, guys. Category of Western. Somewhere, John Roca's hat just rose 6 inches.
What? That was his hat.
Ken. 4 inches.
Where is Roka? I thought he lived here. What? No.
All right, decorum. Question 1. What comedy icon died while filming Wagons East?
The late John Candy.
That's 2 points.
Wow. 2 more points. All right.
Who portrays gunfighter Jack Wilson in the 1953 classic Shane?
Five.
Multiple choice, please.
A. Robert Mitchum. B. Charles Bronson. C. Eli Wallach. D. Jack Palance.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Eli Wally.
Incorrect. Just for the steal. 5.
We're gonna go D. Jack Pounce.
That's correct.
1 point. Good
1
steal
point
there by
steal.
Action. Good steal by Action. They needed that
All right.
steal.
Question 3. A small-time rancher agrees to hold a captured outlaw who's awaiting a train to go to court in Yuma in 2007's 310 to Yuma. Who played the rancher?
Christian Bale.
It's 2 points.
2 points. Look at late to the party. They are for real, Ken.
They are. Question 4. Who provided the score for Sergio Leone's classic The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Five.
Multiple choice.
Oh, boy. There's some names that I've never heard of. A. Elmer Bernstein. B. Ennio Morricone. C. Bernard Herrmann. D. Howard Shore.
B.
That's correct.
Correct for 1 point. All right, so 19-10 here.
Question 5. Question 5. Kevin Kline, Danny Glover, and Kevin Costner team up to fight the corruption in what Western?
Silverado.
That's correct. 2 more points.
21-10. Look at these kids crushing it right now.
Final question. Final question.
Dennis Leary.
Final question. In Tombstone, what does each member of the Cowboys gang wear?
A red sash.
That's correct.
23-10. My Lord,
Yeah,
what a round.
unbelievable.
What a game for late to the party. So look at the position that Action is in. They're very in the same similar position they were against you guys.
Right.
They need to have a very strong second round or
Big
they're
round.
going to be in trouble here.
Questions came from a coloring book.
All right, here we go, guys. So give it a good spin. Drew.
Written by Ken.
All right, ready? And
Coming from
spin
the
it.
guy that made her re-spin.
And there's the spin. There's the spin.
It was a mutual decision.
Yeah, sure.
And then here we go, their first spin, and it's going to land on. We're getting close to it. They're getting close to it. They hit it! They hit it! They did it again! They did it again! They hit
I don't know.
Action. This is big.
Spin again.
Are you guys going to stay?
Keep it. I think you guys could do it.
I mean, we might go to Westerns with how easy those questions were, but I think we'll stay.
You're going to stay. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, guys. Big, big opportunity here for Team Action. Question 1. Who played the Soviet sub-commander Marco Ramius in 1990's The Hunt for Red October?
Sean Connery.
Correct for 2 points. All right, here we go. In what foreign country does Maggie Grace's character get kidnapped in the hit film Taken? Five, 4, 3.
We're going to take the JTE rule. Just want to hear it one more time.
Sure. In what foreign country does Maggie Grace's character get kidnapped in the hit film Taken? 5, 4.
France.
That's correct for
Correct,
2
2
points.
points.
Smart play there.
Yeah.
Well done by
That's
Ben.
when that rule really can help.
That was smart. All right, here we go. Next question. Lucy Liu plays O-Ren Ishii in what action flick?
Kill Bill Volume 1.
That's correct. There you go. 2 more points there for Action.
We're racing back.
All right. Question number 4. What year saw the theatrical release of the famous action movies Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, and Predator?
Go ahead.
1987.
That's
correct.
correct. Look at Team Action here. All right, 2 more questions here. Kelly McGillis' Top Gun character Charlotte Blackwood goes by what nickname? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Diamond, B, Crystal, C, Charlie, D, Champagne?
We're going to
Charlie.
see Charlie.
Charlie is correct for 1 point. What a round. Once again, actually doing exactly what they did against you guys. Your
Yeah.
final question, question 6. Which basketball star co-starred with Jean-Claude Van Damme in the 1997 action film Double Team?
Dennis Rodman.
2 more points. Team Action doing what they did. They hit
Wow.
Action 23-21. It looked like it was going to be an absolute murder, and it is a close game once again. All right, so here we go. Round number 3. It's going to work like this. The competitors are going to pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. 1 to 20, they're going to pick 3 numbers. The first one is going to be 2. Second one's going to be 3, and the third one's going to be 5 points. All right, so let's start with late to the party. You guys are in the lead here by 2. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
We'll go 7 chipmunks twirling on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch.
Okay.
We're going to go 9 times that Ferris Bueller skipped school.
Okay,
And 11. Let's push it to 11.
7, 9, and 11.
Yeah, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3.
Not going to mess around. Let's
That's
just win the
true.
match, okay?
1, 2, and 3.
We've
All right.
been here before.
All right, so late to the party is doing 7, 9, 11. Action 1, 2, and 3, which has been dangerous for teams in the past, but they're going for it. All right, so team action. You have to go first here because you are losing. You're going to be category number 1, and that is the category of directors. Who will be taking the 2-pointer?
I'll be taking this one.
All right, Ben. Who directed the disaster film 2012?
That is Roland Emmerich.
That's a 2-point
Right.
question, and
Tie
that is a
game.
tie game. We now bounce back to late to the party with their 2-point question, category 7.
Absolutely. It is in the category of classics. So who's going to be answering this one? Fair debate, Christian.
I'll take that one.
All right, Rob's going to take it. 2-point question. Name the British actress best known for playing Southern women in Gone with the Wind and A Streetcar Named Desire.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I do not know.
Correct answer was Vivian Lee.
All right,
Vivian
so now
Lee.
we stay with late to the party, who now, Vanessa will get the 3-point question in number 9.
I don't know if you guys heard Ken. It was Vivian Lee was the answer.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, here
It
we
was
go.
a good try, though, Patrick.
Thank you.
All right. You chose the number 9 for 9 times at Ferris Bueller Skip School. That category is sports. Sports. 3-point question. What actor plays Western University basketball coach Pete Bell in Blue Chips?
Can you repeat the question?
What actor plays Western University basketball coach Pete Bell in Blue Chips?
5, 4, 3.
Kevin Costner.
Incorrect.
It's a good guess. A good guess.
I like
the
that.
answer.
Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte. All right, so we're going to give late to the party their 5-point in order to take a lead here on team action. Ken.
Absolutely. You chose number 11. And we're going to turn it up to 11. This corresponds to the category of movie quotes. Movie quotes. It's a 5-point question. Which Al Pacino film features the quote, "You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. They're out of order"?
Five, 4.
And Justice for All.
That's 5
is
points.
correct.
That's 5 points. All right, so they did it. They took a lead
Mr.
there.
Man.
Now they're going to force team
I don't even know
action
if that
here.
was the
So
right quote.
Andrew needs to hit his 3. Here we go. So we're going to bounce back to team action, who chose category 2, and that's the category of Disney films. Disney films. All right, here we go. Herbie Rides Again was the sequel to which Disney classic?
The Love Bug?
That's correct. All right, so now it comes down to the 5-pointer for team action. If team action hits this, they will win the game in the category of comedy. Category of comedy. All right. What type of product do salesmen Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott hawk in role models?
Energy drinks.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Ben, Drew, Team Action! Wow! now, you arrogant pricks. I'll tell you right now, round of applause for Late to the Party and one of the best showings we have seen here.
Wow.
My Lord, what a debut for anyone.
It started off perfect, Christian. They did not miss until late in the game, much almost like their name. Wow, that was impressive.
They had a rough
third round. Sometimes it's where those categories fall.
Yep.
And do not take anything away from team action.
Any team, they just put every team on notice there, because you look what Robert did in that first round. Now, Vanessa was hanging there too, and then the second round comes in, and it looked like it was over. It looked very similar to what happened. It looked like a knockout, and it wasn't. Team action does what they do. They hit that damn action category again. They came back, and they did it again. What a solid round. Don't take anything away from team action. That was a solid third round.
Yeah.
But Jen Sturger is talking to both Late to the Party and Team Action. We're going to talk to them right now.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger here with Team Action. Guys, does that wear you out a little bit?
No, I'm bored.
No, I mean, come on. Have you seen us? You know, come on.
Oh, whoa. You narrowly escaped that match. Let's be clear.
Look, I don't know what you mean by narrowly.
If you mean narrowly going into the second round,
narrowly. Yeah, no, not even close.
we 9 for 9 the final 9 questions.
What was the final score? What was the score?
We scored 31 points.
To that point, you guys actually did break the record now for the highest team points in a Schmoedown. Congratulations by beating out Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that seems right.
I think we expected that would happen. So.
Really? I thought you'd be a little more excited. That's kind of a big deal.
Look, Patrick and Jennifer tried really hard out there. They did
not
really,
their names.
Fine. Brad and Tom or Jessica, whatever.
Dave and Sharon. Whatever. They did great. They drove all the way here from wherever they're from. That was tough.
Remember,
that's
guys,
a tough drive.
You have to pay taxes on your winnings in the sweepstakes, okay? You have to pay taxes on it. Make sure
Yeah,
you tell your
so
accountant that.
even though you guys came and you lost, you still got to pay the taxes for winning. So, I mean, thanks for coming, though, to the charity event. That was really exciting.
Yeah, hopefully Christian and everybody here, you guys can get lots of hair dye and wheelchairs and the charity fund. I mean, you know, we really wanted to try hard for you there, so.
Can we drink now, or what are we doing?
Well, you're answering questions in this interview first. So,
right.
are you that good, or was this just a fluke? Or is it because you keep landing on action the second round? I'm starting to think that wheel needs to be checked for, rigs.
Christian rigs things in his favor when he wants it. He doesn't otherwise. I mean, we all know that's the case. Clearly, Christian's in our corner. I guess that's what it is.
I mean, wouldn't you want to be in our corner as well?
No, actually, I wouldn't.
Whatever. Listen, Jessica, I think it's really sweet of you that you're interviewing us, but we got things to do. We just won again. We got to bring on our next opponents. I don't even know who's even
What
next.
is next? What do you guys want? Who do you want next?
Don't we get the belt now?
No, that's not how that works.
Look, there's a lot of pretenders in this league. New teams coming out of the woodwork. You got tough beats one week and some other whatever. Look, we're here to play somebody good. And I'll tell you, everybody's freaking out right now about this DC movie news team. All right?
Oh, because of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
cool.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was a good movie.
That's DC. That's awesome. Go Wonder Woman. Go gal.
She's not on that team, but yeah, sure, okay. So wait, are you saying you want to challenge DC movie news?
Oh, that's a team.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a team in this league.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
so
going to
sorry.
destroy DC movie news. We're going to launch a nuke, and then we'll get Late to the Party to help us react to them. Losing.
Hang on a second. Aren't you dating Roxy from DC movie news?
Look, I'm figuring some things out.
Whoa, I don't like the sound of that. Hey guys, I'm here with Late to the Party. Guys, that was such an incredible first match for rookies. How does it feel underneath the lights and finally getting a shot at this?
Honestly, when it comes to me, I blanked out on everything behind the cameras. And the lights weren't too daunting, but it was knowing that there were so many people behind the cameras watching us as well. But, I mean, I just focused in on the questions, essentially.
Hey, I'm just excited that I got the first question right. So
Baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
You had an incredible first round.
Thank you.
How do you prepare for something like that? The questions were all over the board. You nailed all of them. You got the bonus. I mean, that's insane.
Very little dates and a lot of movie watching. But that changed later on in life. And, found someone to watch movies with me who cared just as much as I did. So that's how it worked out.
Bringing people together here at the Schmoedown.
Yep.
So, let me ask you guys, what were you thinking when they landed on action that second round?
oh, I thought we were done. Like it was. Oh, they got action. We're over.
Well, the whole thing is that Westerns is the Achilles heel that we were afraid was going to land on our wheel. And when we landed on action, we flat out said to each other, there is a real possibility if we do not take this, we are hitting Westerns. and we took the gamble and we hit Westerns. Luckily, they happened to be mostly Westerns we knew. But all in all, I mean, I thought it was going to be more damning. What did us in was that third round with the numbers.
Yeah, Robert, what happened that third round?
Again.
I got a sports question, and I'm not sportsy
But it
except
was
for soccer.
It
so
was blue chips. I mean, Ladybugs, sure. Major League, why not?
Bend it
but
like
blue
Beckham,
chips,
come
yeah.
on.
I mean, that came out. It was like NC-17 when it came out, and people didn't go see it very often. And yeah, it was a little edgier, but at the time, I just, I didn't focus in on that because I was more for the sports comedies, and I had no say in it. So had it not gone to her and gone to me, still wouldn't have gotten it. So either way, we
I know
both
I was hoping
didn't know.
for Major League, but that didn't happen.
Mighty Ducks at least. Come on.
So, guys, I got to ask you. I mean, we loved having you here today. Is there a chance you guys would want to come back and play again sometime?
We
Absolutely yes, 100% yes.
Yeah, we definitely will be making a return to the Schmoedown. It was a lot of fun. I mean, everybody here is so supportive. And honestly, when it comes down to it, there's nothing better for movie nerds to do, grown-up movie nerds now, to just, bash each other over movies and figure out who is more victorious.
I
And today it was Team Action.
I caught the bug. I'm ready to go again.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna have to talk to Christian about that.
I want Wendy and Dustin.
Already calling people out.
Not really.
So, guys, as fans, do you have a message to fans out there at home that might be thinking about, hey, I might be able to do this? Do you realize what an impact you may be having on fans at home that are like, yeah, this could happen?
Watch them, react to them. Be out there. Let them know that you know movies and that you love movies and that you love the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
Just do it.
And when it comes down to it, just watch more movies. Enjoy them. We do critique movies on our channel, but when it comes down to it, every single movie we go into watching, we enjoy the hell out of them. And that is what we bring when we come here, and it escalates and evolves into a much higher love for these movies. So if you are one of those kids that just watch movies constantly growing up, this is the place for you.
Awesome. You can't end an interview on a better note than that. Thank you so much for coming out
Thanks,
and playing
Jen.
with us today. We loved having you here. We'll definitely see you again. And back to you guys in the booth.
Well, look at that. I'm not too surprised. Team Action is calling out DC movie news, which is starting to get a very interesting spin here, considering that Roxy Stryer,
That's got some drama attached to it.
Bateman's girlfriend, is the manager of that crew. And now we're seeing this back and forth here. Very interesting that that's going down.
Yeah.
But the one thing with Team Action, they didn't give any credit to Late to the Party whatsoever. I'm giving them credit.
Yeah.
You're giving them credit. Late to the Party showed up, and you saw them. They were bummed out about the third round, but they were very happy to be here, and they thought that they had it. It was very nice to hear from them, and it was very nice for the nice words that they said about everybody. But you look, they will be back. I'll tell you right now, if someone asked me, well, 2 fans came in, are you going to invite them back? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
They were that good. That is a team. You asked me if Ultimate Schmoedown teams are starting tomorrow, Late to the Party's in there.
I have a good authority. They're looking for apartments already in the Southern California region. They're gonna set up shop and compete.
That was something else, man. That was really impressive stuff. Make sure you go find Late to the Party on Twitter, find them on YouTube, and tell them how good they did today, because I was impressed. It's not easy to come in here in the lights. We've seen some people that we've worked with for years in this space. They come in and they right under the lights, and you're talking about a perfect round in the first round and a dominant round in second. That was something to see. So, guys, make sure that you guys go ahead and comment, do all that stuff. Make sure you keep on checking out. If you want to see more matches like this, you got to keep commenting. You got to keep liking. The other thing that you make sure that you check out, the Collider Collision. It's coming up on July 7th, a triple threat match for the title. John Roca, Dan Murrell, trying to take the belt away from Mark Yodi Riley. A lot of great matches going on in that one. Go ahead and check that out. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown page on Facebook. Check us out on Reddit. Do all of it. That's the Pit Boss. I'm Christian Harloff, and now we go to Josh McCouga and Cody doing something stupid.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Josh McCouga here with your fantasy update. You're probably wondering where Cody Hall is. Maybe we'll get a hologram of him. He is not here right now. He is on a mission from God. He is doing Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds, the musical, on a cruise ship around the world. He'll be back hopefully in a couple of weeks. We're not exactly sure what he's doing. He is, in fact, still with the company. He's still with the fantasy updates. That's all you need to know. More that you need to know, it is Team Action versus Late to the Party. Late to the Party's debut, they came in hot. They came in real hot, scoring
28 points.
They were fans. They were giving us reaction videos. They were usually kind to me, and I appreciate that. They are a team that you should pick up. If they're going to score 28 points a match, which who knows? Sometimes you would see a football team score 41 and then 10 the next day. But if you see them coming in, rookie performance, awesome.
28 points.
I'm going to be the guy that's going to eat his words. I'm going to put them on a plate with a fork and knife. I'm eating my words against Team Action. Their first couple of matches, they were middle-of-the-road point getters. This time, they break the team record. Somehow they've been studying, watching movies. They have ditched their girlfriends, their mothers, their family. They are watching everything. AMC, TCM, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax. They're watching it all in order to prepare for the Schmoedown, and it is paying off. Pick them up. Trade for them. If you have either of these teams, they are trade bait. They are important. They are special. They are doing something that is awesome. If you are fans out there and you want to compete in the Schmoedown, you need to do things like Late to the Party did. Be cool, be awesome, be knowledgeable, be nice to Josh McCouga. That's 4 things that you want to do. What's the 5th thing? Bring pizza. That's how you win. That's what it's all about. It's the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, fans. For everything else in the Movies Trivia Schmoedown, go to Frank Janish at schmoesno.com. Go to the Facebook page. Start your fantasy teams. If you're not in a fantasy league, start one with your dog, your mom, your dad. I don't care. Do it. It's awesome. I miss you, Cody. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.